Hello everybody and welcome back to Belle's channel and to Belle's Fallout 4 survival guide. In today's episode we are going to be doing the battle for Bunker Hill. This actually is a main quest, but it also allows you to get Bunker Hill as a settlement. So I need to find out what Sean wants. So basically we did the synth retention, we got our little crib up there, and now Father wants to speak to us. So the Battle of Bunker Hill is, as you'd imagine, it's a battle. A lot of people get this mistaken with the fact that it's it's where you split with factions, but it's not. Don't worry about that.
Hello, Mother. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
After everything I've been through to find you, I think you already know.
I'm sorry, Mother. Of course, you're right. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing in recent months. They no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient beings. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
They're crazy, thinking machines are alive.
Agreed. However noble they may believe themselves to be, they are thieves. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these sins, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
Where are the synths located?
A small settlement at the old Bunker Hill monument. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the sins. That would only complicate matters.
Hey, I'll act quickly. You can count on me.
You'll have a contact waiting for you just outside Bunker Hill. Good luck.
Okay, so you can inform the Brotherhood or you can inform the Railroad. Now, even if you don't inform them, they will still be aware. So I'm not going to inform the Brotherhood. I will inform the Railroad. So you can do the whole mission, just how he wants you to do it. You'll reach Bunker Hill, speak to the Courser who's waiting there, and they'll instruct you that you need to reclaim the synths. I think if you're successful in this, you'll kind of get in the good graces. But I don't know whether it causes you to have like a bad reaction with the Brotherhood, with the Railroad. So I'm going to save now. I'm going to do quite a few saves because it's not where you actually split, but it does give you, and it doesn't really affect your gameplay, but it does make it seem a bit nicer, you know. Like if you were successful then you'd be alright, but if you're not, Sean doesn't really like you, you kind of have to smooth things over with him. So, let me save one more time. I saved 3 times so far. I just need to get a couple of saves, just so I am ready for when I split. Alright, so I'm going to kill them, but the Railroad will tell you to kill the Courser, and the Brotherhood will tell you to kill the synths as well. So I am going to kill the synths or recall them. I think the Brotherhood will, the Courser will want you to do, and I've never done that. I usually kill the Courser and go back and say, I don't know what happened, da, 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 da. And then like the Railroad will help the synths and things. As I said, I have saved before I did this because I don't know whether if I do this it leads the Railroad to dislike me. I don't know, but I am going to have the Railroad like in my end game so we can do the expansions. I will be with the railroad, not with I think I might pop to the railroad and just inform them and just see what their side option is. I'm pretty sure the Brotherhood just says like, oh, well, we knew of this already, we need to kill them. I'll go to them as well, just so you know.
High-Rise was a good man. So many good men.
Can I talk to you?
Something on your mind?
The Institute knows about Bunker Hill. They're planning to recapture the synths there.
The timing couldn't be worse. The old man's been sitting on those 4 synths. There's nowhere else that's safe we could put them. Maintaining your cover is vital. But the sacrifice is just too great.
We'll lose a lot more than 4 synths if the Institute kicks me out.
Then we need to make sure you stay in their good graces. We've never known when and where the Institute would strike us next. But now we have a chance to turn the tables. We wait until the enemy is in position, then we hit them hard. No one they send out comes back alive except you. Understand?
Won't the Institute be suspicious if I'm the only one left?
You're a lot tougher than anyone else in their outfit. If only one person could survive, it would be you. And any story you come up with won't be contradicted. We can't attack too early. We need to draw them into the kill zone, and then spring the trap. You'll know when. You'll probably have a Courser escort. You'll have to take him down. You've done it before, but it'll still be dangerous.
Taking down a Courser on top of everything else, it's too much.
It's a risk, but it's one we have to take. So get it done.
I iced the Corsairs before they found Tatum. This time, at least.
So this is kind of what I'd call playing the field. I'm telling the railroad, I'm playing with the Institute, I'm telling the Brotherhood. I'm like a triple every cycle agent, you know, every which way agent. Okay, the Predator is Maxon. He'll be in the top or the back of the ship. Don't know which side's which.
Hesitating to pull the trigger. Attention all Brotherhood soldiers. If you have not yet received your Squire mentorship assignment, please come see me.
I have something urgent to report, Elder. The Institute is attempting to recover escaped synths at Bunker Hill.
How did you obtain this information? Our reconnaissance hasn't reported anything of the sort.
I received the information from the Institute itself.
And you've done the right thing by reporting this to me directly. Well done, soldier. Your report provides us with a golden opportunity to state our intentions to the Institute. I'm placing you in command of this mission. Exterminate the synths at Bunker Hill, and whomever the Institute sends to retrieve them. I'll instruct Kells to assign you the appropriate backup. Dismiss, soldier.
Certain she'll be vital to the Brotherhood's success.
Okay, so yeah, so for each faction, basically, it's telling you to do something else. The Institute wants you to follow the Corsair and then recall the synths. The Railroad wants you to just kill the Corsair and leave. And then the Brotherhood wants you to kill the Corsair and then kill the synths as well. I think I'm going to reclaim the synths for the Institute and see what impact this has.
I've been waiting for you.
Watch your tone, Synth.
Next time, move faster. Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear?
You need to ask for some grenade. Ah,
We go in shooting.
bastard, I didn't...
Backup relay now.
So you can just kill the Institute. Anyway, you want to just jump past all these people. Literally just want to run around. They're all going to be fighting. You can't go through the main gate because it will be shut. But there is a side gate on this way. So there's going to be Synth, there's going to be Railroad, there's going to be the Brotherhood.
Movement detected.
They're all going to be having a right fun little battle. And then you want to go up that way. So for the Railroad, you would just kill the synth, the Corsair that you just saw then. But if you were to do the Institute way or the Brotherhood way, you would then go into this utility basement located in the Bunker Hill Market and go and find the synths. Depending on your affinity and relationship with the other factions, you may have to deal with them, but because I'm liked by all of them, I will be okay. I can't remember which fucking way we go. This way. Let me get past! There we go. Move. Follow this way. I don't know why that attacked me. So here are the full synths, so you can deal with these synths by either recalling them with him, or you would have to kill this dude beforehand. I don't know what I want to do. I kind of feel like I'm gonna save. Quick save. Not quick save, excuse me. I'm gonna actually save. Hold on. I'm gonna full on save. We're going to see what happens.
I've been looking for you.
No, I've got money. It's yours if you let me go.
Seen with the reset code, free to go or violent. So,
9633. Initiate reset. All right, Synth.
Please.
C322. No sudden moves.
Please, no.
Y915, initiate. You there, Synth.
Come on, please. Just don't.
Whoa. Why are you...
I don't want to go back.
B257.
So that's it, that you've done that. And let's just go see how that affects Father. You know, like our relationship with Father. I'm pretty sure it doesn't really do anything. And I don't think it affects your relationship with the railroad at all. But I also will show you what happens with Father when you don't do a successful mission. I usually don't have a successful mission because I'm usually on the railroad side. I'll have a word with Des as well, see what happens. Do you know, I thought when I've done like 5, 6, 7 playthroughs, I think, of Fallout 4. I haven't like fully finished every single one. Most of them have been like, I think 4 or 5 of them were just based on just for the hold on, you gotta go to COT rooms. Yeah, they were just for the expansions and DLCs. I think like 4 or 5. Well, the others were like, my first game, the second time I did it, third, fourth, and then I think this would be my 7th, maybe 8th. But where was I heading with this? But yeah, so one time I thought, you know what, I'll just let the Institute win, and I'll go through that playthrough to see what happens. Did that. I just wanted to see, like, could I make a difference being the head of the Institute? Because they know most people aren't going to go with the Institute, are they? They're the big baddies. The synths do have thingy, although I think like 5% of people would go with the Institute properly. I just think, they don't expect people to. But it would be really cool if you could have like changed the agendas. There was maybe even a DLC or a little add-on that you could get that would give you the option to completely change. So, when you go in here, you want to go left and all the way down. That you could change the rules with the Institute, so you make them you say, no, synths are not slaves, they have the choice to stay here and be members, or they can be free out in the Commonwealth. Everyone has that choice. You know what I mean? Kind of make it so the Institute weren't bad, change their agendas, make them do good, not kidnap people and experiment on them and keep synths as slaves, But no, you can't do that. Even though I love the Institute and I wish we could keep it, because I like the structure of it.
Sean?
In all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The only hope for humanity lies below.
Wasn't always like this. It used to be different.
I can only imagine. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
They left me on ice. For 60 years.
They did. And for good reason. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive.
See,
here.
He released me. He wanted to know what would happen. He was experimenting on me.
In all this, to not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. extraordinary.
So it was you. You let me out?
Yes. It was my decision. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you, as it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curiously,
Lovely.
would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
That's all this is to you? All I am to you? Just another experiment?
No, that's not all. But still, I'm glad it turned out the way it did. There are greater things to come after your success at Bunker Hill. The synths have been safely returned and will be repurposed. Thank you
Killed.
for your work. I hope you weren't at too much risk.
What do you mean, the synths will be repurposed?
Modifications will be made to correct the defects in their programming. And not the first or last time it will happen. The railroad remains an annoyance. And you, well, you've passed the test, as they say. You have done well. Please, take this as a token of my appreciation. Our appreciation, really. It's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
So that starts Mankind Redefined. Let's go speak to the railroad, see whether it has an impact. If it doesn't, I'm going to keep it the way it is. If it does have a really bad impact, then fudge it. We may have to go back, but I'll probably do that off screen. So Mankind Redefined, after you complete that quest, which is a really short quest, which we'll be doing in the next episode, you will get X688 as a companion, and then we'll work on him, and he's the last companion of the main game.
Glad you signed on.
Desdemona.
Means I might get to
Coursers in
take the
play.
occasional night off.
If you get a mission to protect the synth, come armed to the teeth. We have a backlog of synths in the pipe. Let's get them out of the Commonwealth safely. Rebuilding takes time.
So nothing really happens with it, to be fair. I don't think anything happens with the Brotherhood, so you might as well just keep it the way it is. So after Mankind Redefined, I'm pretty sure that's when it happens. That's when the main divisions of the factions happen, and that's when you need to start making your choices. Okay? These 3 quests are just for the railroad. We'll probably be doing them after the main game. And then obviously after we finish the main game, we will also be doing some Fallout expansions. We're probably going to go in order, just so you know. Oh my god, I completely forgot to bring Virgil. So I should really do that. I'll do that now. I forget you have to wait like a week before you can go back to him, so I'll just do that as well. Cool. Just like, nope. Walk straight out that door. Oh god. Alright, it should be alright now. Virgil!
Hey.
Well, I'm glad to see the relay didn't completely vaporize you.
The interceptor worked. It was rough, but it worked.
Amazing. And
Give it.
I've got it right here.
that's it. That's really it. All right. Let's see. retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
That's good.
It is. But there's only one way to know if it works. All right. Here we go. And now, we wait.
How long?
I don't know. Nothing like this has ever been tried before. I'm going to rest for a while. I'm back in a few days. In any event, you kept your end of our bargain. Thank you.
Protect.
Yay! Alright, so that is that. Now you just kind of wait for a miscellaneous thing to pop up and it'll just say return to see how Virgil is doing or something like that. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please watch the next episode for the quest Mankind Redefined and see what Sean wants us to be more involved in the Institute about. So yeah, thank you for watching. This is Belle and goodbye.